Twix. I'm in the middle of editing some of my lessons for Egghead, and I thought it'd be pretty funny to just share what it sounds like when I edit, because it's really boring. But it's kind of funny just hearing myself repeat myself. So I have the raw recordings, and I'm just cutting out all the really nonsensical crap that I say and mess up on. And hopefully, the end result is good enough. So essentially, I just have to listen to myself over and over and over and pick out anything
So inside
issues.
of the init command, we have this vars variable. And this var is just a simple key value.
You heard that really long pause. I'm not so sure about that. Hopefully, I repeat myself.
This vars object is a simple key value mapping
Okay, so I did do a better job
vars
that time.
variable. And this var is just a
So I need to rely on the sound wave to see where I
vars
repeated
variable.
myself.
And this var
So I just cut it,
variable.
delete, and now if I play it back, this will sound like I never stopped.
Init command, we have this vars variable. This vars object is a simple key value mapping.
There's a long space there. Sometimes that's just me thinking and buffering. And sometimes I kind of leave it in there because the spacing kind of works, but this one it doesn't work. So I'm going to try and cut that up as well.
Vars object is
So it starts here
vars
and then it ends here. So I got to cut that up.
variable. This vars object is a simple key
Cut a little bit too much there.
vars object is variable. This vars object is a simple key value mapping of what
It's like that. I don't often get it this bad, but sometimes my brain just stops working and I have to make up for it in post, as they say.
needs to be written into the template, which means to
Again,
be written be written into the template, which means and
that's me screwing up so bad that I'm doing two snaps to have some sort of visual indication that this is a breaking point, and it probably what I'm going to say next probably overlaps with something I previously said.
this vars object
So in this case, I'm actually just going all the way back to here,
written into the template
even
needs to be written
even further back.
key value mapping of what needs to be written into the template.
I don't think I was just happy with this at all.
This vars object is just a simple key value mapping of what needs to be written into the template.
Okay, that was way smoother. So if I knew this, if I didn't remember this, but if I knew this beforehand, I would have cut all of this out. Now I don't need any of this.
This vars object is this vars variable.
So I'm just going to start here and go all the way to that double snap point. You can see the waveform over here and cut till here. That's a lot that's gone, but now it's supposed to be a lot smoother because I did it all in one take.
So inside of the init command, we have this vars variable. This vars object is just a simple key value mapping of what needs to be written into the template. So I can take, for example, project name and
There's a
assign it the name of the directory. And now I have this project name variable. I can use mustache templates to replace any particular string I might want to be dynamically injected. For example,
Okay, that my screen actually froze up there, so I couldn't really. It wasn't even registering my clicks, but basically that was a lot smoother.
this vars object is just a simple key value mapping of what needs to be written into the template. So I can take, for example, project name
I say the word "for example" a lot, by which I mean I say the phrase "for example" a lot.
and assign it the name of the directory. And now I have this project name variable. I can use mustache templates to replace any particular string I might want to be dynamically.
There's a long pause there. I'm trying to tighten that up a little bit. My computer's kind of spinning up its fans, so it's not very responsive right now. I see a double snap coming up, which means I probably made a screw up right here. So I'm listening out for the words and looking for a match between the words so I can just cut that all out.
String I might want to be dynamically injected, for example, in the project name folder.
Right, that was a mumble of words, which I don't really like to do. So let's see what I said in the correction.
For example, in the project name field, and maybe the repository field.
I probably screwed that up as well. That's the other double click, so I'm going to skip ahead.
And maybe the repository field.
Okay, so I didn't jump all the way back, so I need to think about where I'm going to cut.
For example, in the project name field, string I might want to be dynamically injected, for example, in the
So this is where I cut over, and I'm repeating myself down here. Let's play it back.
dynamically injected, for example, in the project name field, and maybe the repository field.
Let's keep going.
For example, in the project name field, and maybe the repository field. Over there.
Oh, Slack. That take really screwed up. Oh, Slack again. So that was 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I do have some reminders that come up. So I think I just had to junk that whole take and do it again.
And maybe the repository field.
Okay, so
For example, in the project name field,
the cutovers.
maybe the repository
Ugh, this is a bad cutover, but I gotta go fix it somehow.
name field, and maybe
So there's an and there that I cut off,
name field,
and then maybe stitch it over here. Let's see how it looks.
the project name field, and maybe the repository field.
Good enough.
In package.json. Make sure there's no spaces around the mustaches. So now, when I rerun yarn my CLI init, it's going to prompt me.
Oh, long pause here. I screwed up something in the file system because I deleted the file. I deleted the folder that I was in, so I need to find my way back. Oh, and obviously this is where I start again. So that's a screw up there.
So now when I run yarn my CLI init,
Okay, so I need to go back to where I said yarn my CLI init.
make sure there's no spaces around the mustaches. So now when I rerun yarn my CLI.
Okay.
So now
That's the waveform of me saying so now, which I say a lot as well.
there's no spaces around the mustaches.
And then that's cut there. The screen stuff isn't exactly consistent, but there's not a lot I can do about that. I would never ship if I wasn't comfortable shipping that.
There's no spaces around the mustaches. So now when I run yarn my CLI init, it's going to prompt me again for a new dirt folder name.
So because it's not really the focus, it doesn't really matter. But that verbal tick or that verbal mistake screwed me up. So I got to cut that out.
Prompt me again for a new dirt folder name.
All right.
New. Me again for a new folder name, and I can
Could do a little micro optimization in here with
again for a new folder name, and I can give it a new
Jesus, I paused so much.
folder name and folder name.
So that was way less than a second of audio that I just cut.
For a new folder name, and I can give it a new folder name, foo app.
That's just to skip ahead.
It's going to scaffold out a new folder with all the stuff that I wanted, but also the contents replaced accordingly to the variables that I've supplied. So this can be very useful for simple templating. You can absolutely keep going with more.
See that long pause that I just cut out there? I can just see by the waveform that was just me collecting my thoughts and planning out what I was going to say next. So, I mean, I have the rough structure, but it always comes down to what the specific words and the path that I'm taking while I, actually record the course. I see a mistake coming up over here. It's a 50-50 shot over whether it's a redo of this whole thing. So let's listen to what the words are.
You can absolutely keep going with more ideas.
Okay.
For For example, imagine having a bunch of different.
Oh, wow, that was almost perfect cut.
You keep going with more ideas.
All right.
For example, imagine having a bunch of different templates at your disposal, and in the init command, you're reading the templates folder to see what's available, sticking that into a prompt with an autocomplete field, asking the user what they want to scaffold out, and then taking that result,
There's a pause in there.
asking the user what they want to scaffold out.
Don't like that.
They want to
Even though that's me.
asking the user what they want to scaffold out, and then taking that result, and then copying out the correct folder into the
There's a mistake there, but I'm going to let it pass.
destination that they're deciding.
Oh my god, that was really bad.
It really is
Jesus.
the correct folder into the destination that they're deciding.
I don't know what that is. I don't have any other take, so I have to leave it in there, but I'm not too proud of it.
It really is only limited by your
All right, screw that pause as well.
is only limited by your creativity as to the kind of productivity
Wow.
the kind of productivity you want to have with your CLIs. For more complex solutions than
Jesus.
for more solutions than
You can see how laborious this is. This might be easier if I had a script, but sometimes it's better if it's coordinated exactly with what I'm doing in the moment. So I found that this is better for now. I may change my mind in the future.
solutions than for more complex templating solutions, you might wish to
But that was me restarting without snapping my fingers.
for more complex solutions than for more complex
There we go.
CLIs. For more complex templating solutions, you might wish to reach for some other tools like Consolidate, EJS, and Pupa. And there are a whole bunch of other custom built tools that involve the Express templating ecosystem.
All right, cut out a few pauses here, and then we're good to go.
Templating ecosystem that you might want to look into as well. System that you might want to look into as well. But all in all, this is probably the highest bang for your buck activity that you can get right out the door to prove out the value of CLIs for your team.
That's it. That's my process. I'm going to save it. I'm going to run a balancing algorithm on it. Nothing's fancy, just clicking a button. And then we're going to export it according to the Egghead specifications. For them, it's going to be export. You're going to go manual, customize 15 frame rates per second because you don't need that high frame rate for something that's not animation. And we're going to pump up the audio a little bit and have as much visual as they can. All right, that's it. That's the behind the scenes of making an Egghead course. It's really boring, really dry, and the end result kind of looks like chopped up a little bit, but hopefully you can see what it takes, I guess. Enjoy.